Okay, we don't normally cover Polkadot videos here on the channel. Not because we don't like Polkadot, but because we know that other channels are paid to shield DOT and, well, we're not being paid to cover Polkadot like others are. Now, do you like to work for free? Let me know in the comments down below whether you would do your day job for free. But we'll talk more about this later in the video. We are here to talk about Polkadot. So, have you heard about Polkadot's mind-blowing 185% surge in just 30 days? Yes, you heard that right. Today we're diving deep into Polkadot's recent rally, what it means for the crypto market, and whether this momentum is here to stay. So, buckle up and let's get started. First up, let's talk about Polkadot's incredible 185% price surge in just 1 month. What caused this explosive growth? Well, Polkadot broke through the $8 resistance level, which was a significant milestone after a long downtrend. But that's not all. We're seeing a staggering 60% daily pump in DOT's price. So what's really driving this bullish momentum? Polkadot has been steadily recovering, shifting out of a prolonged downtrend channel. This breakout wasn't just a blip, it's backed by strong trading activity and increased buying pressure. Analysts are eyeing a $12 target with indicators signaling that the bullish trend might continue. But remember, the crypto market is notoriously volatile, so let's take a look at what could be next. The Relative Strength Index, or more commonly known as the RSI, has entered the overbought zone, indicating that buying pressure is high. This is usually a sign that the market is favoring continued upward movements. However, it also means that we might see some short-term corrections. So, is Polkadot poised for more gains? Or is a pullback on the horizon? Well, now let's dive into the significance of Polkadot breaking that $8 resistance level. Historically, breaking a resistance level turns it into a support level. And that's exactly what's happening here. This $8 mark is crucial for maintaining the upward trajectory. Without this support, the price could face significant challenges. After this breakout, DOT surged back to $8, solidifying its as a support zone. This is essential because it provides a foundation for future growth. If Polkadot can sustain above $8, the next big target is the $12 mark, which is both a psychological and technical barrier. Crossing $12 could open the doors to even more substantial gains, potentially heading towards $15. Experts believe that sustained bullish sentiment and continued buying pressure could push Polkadot to these higher levels. But, as always, the market can be unpredictable. What do you think? Is $12 within reach for DOT in the very near future? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, let's move over to the technical indicators that are painting bullish pictures here for Polkadot. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, has entered the overbought zone, which, as I mentioned earlier, shows increased buying pressure. But what does it really mean, right? What does it mean to traders? Well, an overbought RSI suggests that the asset might be due a short-term correction. So, while the current trend is bullish, we could see a temporary pullback before the next big move. Now, let's talk about the MACD. This is the Moving Average Convergence Divergence Indicator. Polkadot's MACD is showing a strong bullish crossover, with the MACD line significantly above the signal line. This crossover is a powerful signal that the upward momentum is likely to continue. Plus, the rising histogram bars confirm increased buying pressure. It's a green light for many traders to stay bullish on DOT. However, it's important to stay cautious. High volatility in the crypto market means that these indicators can change rapidly. So, while the technicals are looking good, always keep an eye on the market movements and be prepared for any sudden shifts. What do you rely more on? Is it the RSI or the MACD? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We will obviously jump down into the charts towards the end of the video, where I'll be sharing my thoughts and opinions as to where I think the price action is going based on my technical analysis. So do watch out for that one. Now, the next big question is, can Polkadot reclaim this $12 level? Although, according to kind of several crypto analysts, high volatility could indeed push DOT to this key resistance point. if the current market uptrend continues to hold strong. Now, the next important resistance is around that $9.91. We did see Polkadot move up towards 10.50 and get rejected. So resistance is holding at this area at the moment. We'll talk about that later as well. Breaking through this and getting a close position above it could basically see a climb towards that $12 and beyond. Experts from Rect Capital emphasize the importance of closing the monthly candle above $8.61 to sustain this rally. Currently, DOT is around $8.95 at the point of recording after having a surge of 59.45% just yesterday, with a market capitalization of over $13 billion and a 24-hour trading volume of over $3 billion, a massive 271% increase. The momentum is definitely undeniable. However, not all signals are purely bullish. A bearish reversal could lead Polkadot to retest the 659 support level, and if downward pressure intensifies, we might see DOT dropping to its critical floor of $5. It's a delicate balance, and staying informed is definitely key. So what's your take? Do you believe that Polkadot will reach $12 or beyond, or are you bracing yourself for a correction? Drop your predictions in the comments down below, or join us in our free Discord server linked in the description. I love hearing all your insights. Now, Polkadot has had an extraordinary month, surging 185% so far and breaking through that $8 resistance level, now a solid support zone. With bullish indicators like the RSI and MACD pointing towards continued growth, the $12 target seems within reach. However, the market's inherent volatility means that we could see a pullback before the next big move. As always, staying updated with the latest crypto news is crucial for making informed decisions. So, what do you think about what the future holds for Polkadot? Are you planning to invest or hold? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so let's get into the kind of meat of today's video, which is what I kind of led into the video on, which is that we don't normally create a lot of Polkadot content on the channel. We do the occasional video here and there where we kind of do videos for the community, things like Polkadot price predictions for 2025 or kind of key use cases for Polkadot, reasons that you might want to invest. Videos like this we tend to do for the community of our members within our Discord server because they're invested in Polkadot. What we don't tend to do on the channel though are videos where we're doing updates on the latest things that are going on with Polkadot or the most latest technical analysis on Polkadot. We don't generally do videos like that, and it's for good reason. And did you know that Polkadot, one of the leading blockchain networks, spent a staggering $37 million on marketing in the first half of 2024? That was right, $37 million. But it's not all, well, as I should say, not all of this spending is paying off or did pay off in any way. It's actually causing more harm than good, right? And, well, at least in my opinion, you guys can let me know in the comments below where you sit on this one. This report came out back in July, and we're going to be diving deep into the latest developments of this and what's going on. And we haven't covered it yet. So we'll explore how Polkadot allocated its funds, the criticisms from the influential voices in the crypto community, and what it means for the future of the network. Whether you're kind of a seasoned crypto investor or just getting started, you're going to want to know what's going on here. So imagine allocating nearly $40 million just to attract new users, developers, and companies to your platform. It sounds impressive, right? Sounds like what a big company, a big organization should do, right? It's very impressive. Well, that's what Polkadot did in the first half of 2024, according to their H1 Treasury report. Polkadot invested over $20 million in advertising and another $10 million in DOT tokens for sponsorships. These sponsorships included high-profile deals like sports partnerships, collaborations with race car drivers, and even esport tournament sponsorships. But here's the kicker. Only $23 million was allocated for actual development work. So the burning question is this marketing blitz benefiting the Polkadot ecosystem, or is it just another case of overspending? And I'm going to go through the rest of this, and then I'm going to share what actually happened to us and what happened to other influencers on like YouTube and X and stuff who were campaigning for some of that 40 million, right? That 37 million. So let's break it down, right? The community is starting to wonder whether this heavy marketing spending is overshadowing the core development work of Polkadot. Well, what Polkadot was actually built upon, right? With such a significant portion of the treasury going towards outreach, and we're seeing true innovation or just flashy promotions, right? Where is it actually going? And well, it's not just investors raising their eyebrows either. Prominent voices in the blockchain community are voicing strong criticisms. I mean, take Victor, the co-founder of Manta Network, as an example. Victor didn't hold back when he slammed Polkadot's marketing strategies. He claimed that the large marketing budget is a sign of centralization and unnecessary spending. And I'm going to talk more about that in a moment. Victor has some points here that are absolutely valid. Now, Victor pointed out that the builders from diverse backgrounds, especially Asian innovators, aren't getting the support that they need. He even went as far as calling Polkadot a heavily toxic ecosystem, and I don't disagree with that statement, certain elements of it, and I'll go into why in a moment. That basically fails to prioritize user adoption and Web3 values. On X, Victor accused Polkadot team, led by Gavin Wood, of incompetence and excessive centralization. Now, I do want to kind of point out here that the issues aren't really Gavin Wood. The issues are how the governance system works over in Polkadot, and we'll talk about that in a moment as well. Now, he did highlight financial discrepancies, suggesting that American and European programs receive more assistance compared to their Asian counterparts. This has even sparked a heated debate within the community about fairness and inclusivity in Polkadot's operations. Adding fuel to the fire, other core developers expressed frustration over the perceived financial mismanagement, questioning the wisdom behind spending so much on marketing when it could be better allocated to development and community support. While the community debates the merits of Polkadot's marketing expenses, there's another looming concern: financial sustainability. The latest Treasury report indicates that at the current spending rate, Polkadot's treasury could be depleted in about 2 years, and that's pretty short runway for a major blockchain network. And I'll talk more about all of that in a second as well, as I get into my own thoughts and opinions on it. So this raises critical questions about the long-term viability of Polkadot's strategies. Can the Polkadot network sustain its operations and continue to innovate if the treasury runs dry? Or will Polkadot need to seek additional funding or restructure its spending to ensure longevity? Moreover, the financial strain could impact ongoing and future projects within the Polkadot ecosystem. Developers and partners might face uncertainty, potentially slowing down the progress that Polkadot has been known for. Okay, now, despite all the controversy, Polkadot isn't standing still. Manta Network, for instance, remains committed to delivering its promises, a promised parachain on Polkadot. However, they're also shifting focus towards Ethereum Layer 2 and other kind of active ecosystems to enhance greater deployment, development, and support, right? This strategic pivot highlights the broader trend in the crypto market, the importance of adaptability and diversification as the ecosystem evolves. Networks like Polkadot must balance marketing, development, and community support to maintain their competitive edge. So let's go ahead and get into what's actually going on here, right? So OpenGov is the kind of the arm of decentralized governance on the Polkadot ecosystem, and unfortunately it is flawed. So back in late 2023, early 2024, Cheeky Crypto here actually did put together a proposal to Polkadot for 12 months worth of marketing, and that was actually at a very reasonable amount. I think we were looking at, 5,000 per month, and basically what that was going to do was allow us to create Polkadot based content regularly on the channel. And this was denied. It was denied for being too long-term, not short-term enough, right? They didn't want any proposals, or at least OpenGov, and the feedback that we got from OpenGov was it was too long-term. They wanted proposals around 3 months, not 12 months, and they were happy to pay more for the 3 months rather than for a kind of lower amount spread across the 12 months. It made absolutely no sense. And this comes down to some of the kind of understanding. Sure, it's okay to be short-term, but also you have to understand that being short-term was going to be more expensive. And of course, there wasn't really a long-term vision by the kind of decentralized governance aspect for the marketing side. Okay, so basically we were heavily kind of downvoted on the proposal, and this was heavily driven from just one individual. One individual within the ecosystem has significant sway, so much power behind the votes that essentially what he said went. And it actually pivoted to agencies in the end. A friend of a friend basically had an agency. Well, they'll just put all proposals for marketing through the agency. And again, you could see how centralized the decentralized governance became. It became a huge issue, and it probably still is. I mean, I've stepped away from it completely. I hold Polkadot as a speculative investment, and I think it will do okay in the bullish market, but I'm not keen on any of the kind of mechanics in the background. Essentially, what is decentralized, or the perception of decentralized governance, actually is turning out to be centralized governance through people who don't really understand the mechanics or are inexperienced with actually holding such amounts of money, right? So they have access to approve such vast amounts of marketing expense, such as 37 million, and they allocate it incorrectly. As I said at the beginning of this video, other influencers are being paid to shill Polkadot, and they were being paid ridiculous amounts of money. For example, you had, I think, Altcoin Daily, nothing against the channel, but they were paid over $100,000 in DOT back in early 2024, I believe, or 2023, late 2023. And essentially, it was for 3 videos. So for 3 videos, they were paid $100,000. Now, that might be fine. That might be perfectly acceptable for the budget of that particular channel. I mean, you take other YouTubers like MrBeast, they charge ridiculous amounts of money for their marketing. It's all to do with their reach. That is fine. I haven't got a problem with Altcoin Daily or whoever it was essentially doing that proposal. My issue was it didn't make a lot of financial sense for Polkadot, but the decentralized governance or the influence of one individual made it a reality. But it didn't stop there. This kind of toxic environment spilled further and further and further. There were influencers popping up left, right, and center, creating proposals for 1 video, 3 videos, 1 month work, 3 month work. And then the worst part of it, and this is the most toxic part of it in my opinion, is that then these influencers took payment, created the content, but never told the audience that it was paid for content. And then when we do a Polkadot video, we get accused of just shilling, being paid to shill Polkadot videos. And that's not the case. Okay, so we have to understand that their decentralized governance is a really delicate thing. And many of these blockchain ecosystems haven't quite got the mechanics right, in my opinion. Too much power is given to whales within the space, and that needs to kind of change if you want to see actual decentralized governance. At the moment, you have in the Polkadot ecosystem one voice carrying way too much weight. So, the question becomes, will other ecosystems change their governance models? Are they going to be better? Is Polkadot going to adapt? Is Polkadot going to change? And all of that kind of good stuff. So, like I say, it's very interesting. But what does all this mean for Polkadot's future? Well, if the network can realign its spending priorities and change some of its practices and address the community concerns, there's still potential for growth and innovation, and it'd be fantastic. However, if the current trajectory continues, Polkadot's going to face some significant challenges in sustaining its operations and keeping the community engaged. At the Polkadot spending rate of $37 million, it is just not right. Now, Polkadot's 37 million marketing spend has ignited a fierce debate in the crypto community. While the aim was to expand the ecosystem and attract new participants, the backlash highlights concerns about centralization, financial sustainability, and equitable support for developers. Looking ahead, Polkadot's ability to navigate these challenges will be crucial. They will, of course, have to adjust their strategies and be better strategies to support their community and ensure long-term viability. Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain: staying informed about this with the latest crypto news will be more important than ever. So do join us down in our Discord server, become a member. We talk about Polkadot a lot with our community. We just don't like doing it publicly on this channel for the obvious reasons. We don't like to be associated with that kind of practice. Now, what do you think about Polkadot's marketing expenses? Do you believe it was all necessary and that $37 million was well spent, or was it completely mismanaged? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you found this insightful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump down into the charts though and take a look at what's going on with the Polkadot technical analysis. Okay guys, so here is Polkadot on the 1-day chart. This is paired up with USDT and on Binance, and what a nice view this is, right? So we've been tracking Polkadot for a while. It's obviously seen some significant selling pressure early 2024. I wonder why. We saw $37 million in spending from the Treasury, and well, you can definitely see the downward price pressure. Now, of course, the market was trending down from March anyway, so you can definitely see that the buying or the selling pressure was quite intense for Polkadot, right? But the good news is that we were tracking this as a big wave 1 to the upside. And we are looking at this as a wave 2, and we were looking at our accumulation range down here, essentially between $3.53.2 and $4.33.9. So a lot of our members who were looking to scoop up Polkadot definitely took advantage of that, and they can let us know in the comments down below as to whether or not you took advantage of such a fantastic place and price. Now, for Polkadot's most recent movements, you can see a very, very good move in the last couple of days or so, right? Here you can see a fantastic run to the upside. We did top out up here at $10.50, and you can see that selling pressure is coming on in. Now, we want to understand this structure in a little bit more detail. Are we finally in the big break to the upside? Yes, we are. Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm using Elliott Wave. Elliott Wave tracks the buying and selling behaviors of the participants, right? So as people kind of FOMO into buying, or they kind of fear the price going down, so they sell. You track the herd, and as such, it allows you to kind of be very predictive. Now, in this particular case, we've had the wave 1, the wave 2, and we are in a wave 3. Okay, now it looks like we've complete wave 3, but it's not the case. We are looking for a wave 4, which I think has started, and then we'll have another push to the upside to complete out that wave 3. This is actually pretty common. Most cryptocurrencies that I'm currently tracking are doing something like this, okay, and it's tracking quite nicely. So internally, you have a wave 1, 2, up here is 3, we're down for 4 right now, we'll move up into 5. Okay, so it's looking really, really good. Of course, we still have that 5th wave at a later stage as well. So this looks like a pretty reasonable position. I'm going to take this to a 4-hour time frame here just so that we can see this most recent move. As we can see, we're calling off. At the point of recording this is pretty much 0700 hours UTC. So this will be a couple hours before this video goes live. No doubt I'll probably get a load of hate for all the things I said about the governance side of it, but you know, whatever. Anyway, here you can see that we had a pretty interesting kind of retracement. Now, this retracement would come down a level of 38.2%. So we would be looking for the price to come down towards the $8 level, which would be a support range. So we'll be looking at that area there. I do think that is going to be an interesting point of reference. We're already oversold on the 1-hour time frame though, so we might see a little bit of volatility here over the weekend before we get into the next big search. But I do think $8.18 is a nice place to be. Let me actually flip this around and see if we can find an alternative way of looking at the market there. $8, yeah, I'd say, okay, if we're going to be thinking about the price action for Polkadot here for a reversal place, nice reversal spot, I would be aiming between $8.18 and $9 flat. That there would basically be a 0.236 to a 0.382 in terms of retracement. Typical kind of wave 4 kind of territory. Can go down deeper, so I will actually just note on here one of the worser case scenarios coming in at around that kind of 758 level. Okay, so I'll mark that on there with a line, potentially. But all in all, that would be pretty reasonable. From this, I would be looking for long positions. I'm going to put this down here onto the low side, and then we will go ahead and look for that 5th wave movement of the wave 3, because that's what I think it's going to be. We'll have the wave 4 later for the final 5th wave move later as well. So we'll look for $11.13 to $12.24, right in line with a lot of the expectations in the market, and we will be looking for that. So what I would be looking for would be a long position. We've got many different ways of doing this. We can either go in market right now, but I do anticipate more sell-off before we get any higher. stop loss kind of lower than probably the 750 level, and then target out the kind of 1.236 here, they're giving you a 1.56 risk reward ratio. Or we wait, we kind of time this a little bit more, find support maybe around the $8.53, and then still keep the stop loss nice and tight, but we end up with a 2.47 risk reward ratio. So I do see a long position here on the smaller time frames in play. I do think that's what's likely to go on. We could also look at that from a daily point of view as well, but I do think we want to go long rather than go short. Going short right now I think would be highly risky, so I wouldn't really want to do that. I do think finding the positions for the longs would be the better way to go. Now, if you want to know what I'll be doing, because I potentially will be trading Polkadot, then do join us in our Discord server. Use the affiliate links in the description for BitGet, 𝗕𝗀𝗪𝗏, etc. And that will grant you access in the Discord server to what we call the profit pit, and you'll see exactly what I'm doing, where I put my stop loss, where I put my take profit, what my entries are, when I'm going in and when I'm coming out of my trades, just like I did with Cardano yesterday. Oh, sorry, XLM yesterday and Cardano the day before. Okay, so if you want to know what I'm doing, that's how you would go ahead and find out. Are you ready for an epic opportunity? 𝗕𝗀𝗪𝗏 is hosting its Whale Campaign 2.0, and the prizes are absolutely mind-blowing. From an Apple Watch SE to a Tesla Model 3, you can win incredible rewards just for trading. Let me break it down for you. Here's how it works. By signing up and trading on 𝗕𝗀𝗪𝗏, you can unlock amazing rewards based on your trading volume. The more you trade, the better the prizes. And the grand prize? Well, a Tesla Model 3 worth over $16,000. This is your chance to drive off in style while boosting your trading game. Let me walk you through the prizes. Trade 3 million or more to get an Apple Watch SE worth $125. Hit a trading volume of 15 million to grab a Herman Miller chair valued at $650. With 25 million in volume, you'll take home a Canon EOS R6 camera worth $1,250. A trading volume of 50 million gets you a travel fund of $2,500. Step it up to 100 million and you can win a Kawasaki Ninja 650 motorcycle valued at $4,449. And for the ultimate reward, a trading volume of 300 million will get you that Tesla Model 3. Wait, there's more. 𝗕𝗀𝗪𝗏 is also offering up to 10% cashback on your deposits and up to a $500 future rewards bonus for the first 100 users to sign up. So you get trading rewards and incredible deposit bonuses. Here's how you can take part. Sign up using the exclusive link in the description down below. Start trading on 𝗕𝗀𝗪𝗏 during the event period of November 23rd through to December 7th. And basically, step 3, watch your trading volume climb and unlock amazing prizes. Don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win these incredible prizes, including a Tesla Model 3. Click the link below, sign up to 𝗕𝗀𝗪𝗏 and start trading today. Let's see who drives away with that grand prize. This is a promotion direct from 𝗕𝗀𝗪𝗏. This has no affiliation with YouTube or Cheeky Crypto. For all terms and conditions, visit the link in the description. And happy trading. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll this up to a daily time frame. We'll go ahead and remove that off the chart there for now. So yeah, basically we are tracking a really nice move to the upside. Now, if we take a look at our Fibonacci levels, you can see here that $12.50, this is the 382, so we do expect rejection briefly, and then another push for a final fifth wave move to the upside. All of this, though, guys, will be deemed a wave 1, and this is setting Polkadot up for a really good, strong run in 2025. Now, I know there's a lot of criticism around kind of the stuff I was talking about, right? All that kind of marketing stuff. It doesn't distract us from the trading activity, though, right? So kind of leave all those emotions at the door before you even open it and start trading, right? You don't want to be trading with the emotions. You want to be trading with the logic. And the logic tells us here that actually the buying and selling behaviors are good, and therefore there's a lot of potential for Polkadot to do very, very well. Okay, at least in this bullish market. So taking a look at this will be our wave 1, which is actually a very big chunk of our wave 3. That means the wave 3 is going to be very, very high. It's not going to be, a small kind of move to the upside. So Polkadot's values here could be absolutely fantastic. So if we are tracking a wave 1, okay, so like we have done here, this wave 1, this wave 2, we're doing another wave 1 just inside here, right? So you have your wave 1 coming up. We'll have a retracement for a wave 2 where we'll probably find support fall in and around this previous area, and then have a fantastic wave 3 coming up to the previous all-time high, probably finding some brief rejection there before finally pushing up into the 1 area here, the 1 to the 1 to the 1.236. We'll have a correction come down and then a final blast up to finish off this area. So our price predictions for Polkadot are still quite substantial. They're $96 to $210 per token, okay? So taking it from $3 essentially, or $3, let's see what the actual low is down here. Coming in at, let me actually zoom right in on that, make sure I get the correct wick here. I want to make sure that I do think it's that one there. There it is. So that comes in at 356.2. Okay, so a really nice kind of bear market low point. And if we did to see this come up to $96, if you were accumulating down there, it's 26 exits, right? 2,600%. And if it does rally up to $210, it's 58x. Okay, so really, really good returns on Polkadot in this next bullish market. And again, this aligns with what we saw in the previous cycle, where we're looking for a zigzag pattern. 5 waves up in the previous cycle, we're looking at the corrective WXYXZ down, and now we're looking for another 5-wave move to the upside, and we're targeting $96 to $210. So, you know, all the emotions, all that kind of stuff, can leave that behind. It doesn't matter so much. All that really matters from a speculative investment point of view is that, you know, the price action is going to still behave kind of in line with those expectations that we saw, even though there was some reckless spending or mismanagement of funds and all that kind of stuff. Ultimately, Polkadot still remains a very good speculative asset in terms of its performance in the 2025 bullish market. But of course, it's just my thoughts and opinions on the data in the charts as I see it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, or join us in our free Discord server and we can continue the conversations down there. If you found this video helpful and informative, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and don't forget to check that video out right there. It's not one that you want to miss.